Hi, guys. How are you today? Time to talk housewives. We got some really good stories for you today. Today, we're going to talk about Karen Huger filming a special project. That's amazing and great for her. Then, we're going to talk about Jen Shaw. We're going to talk about Meridith getting caught in a lie about Jen Shaw. This is crazy, unbelievable. Then, we're going to talk about that football player. Zac Stacy, the videos going around town of him beating his ex-girlfriend. I mean, to a pulp, and he's on the run, and what we think about it, and it's I can't get rid of that video in my mind. It was horrible. So let me go ahead, play my intro, allow more people into the room, and then we'll get right into it. Hi guys, how are you? Okay, before we get started, if you haven't already signed up for Perry's hotline, please don't forget to do it. This hotline, how many tips do we get from it, Perry?
A lot. I mean,
It's
what
just
you meant to say,
amazing.
this hotline, extremely amazing.
I want to thank you guys, everybody who send things to the hotline, who reach out to us on the hotline. It is so helpful. We just appreciate it, and we established a lot of relationships through the hotline. So if you haven't already signed up, don't forget to sign up. It's free. People think because you have to put a 1 in front of it that it's not free. It's free. And the phone number is area code 702-553-3288. Let's get into the show we got planned. Woo! It's a doozy. Let's start out with good news. Let's talk about Karen Huger. Now, I'm too bad Gabora's in here because, if you haven't seen my videos, she is absolutely my favorite housewife now.
Right.
I used to love Lisa Vanderpump. Lisa Vanderpump's gone. Okay. I had to get a new favorite housewife, and it is Karen Huger. I like her for a lot of reasons. The list goes on. I think she's classy. I think she knows how to be a mature woman on a show that throws shade all the time. She throws her shade, but she does it in a responsible way where, it's not out of hand like some of the younger people on the show. I'm not going to even get into that. Let's talk. Do you guys remember when I showed you guys this picture and everybody's like, so what, Sharrell? Don't read too much into things. And I said, I came across this picture and it's a production camera. Oh, I think V was on the show at the time that I talked about this.
He was.
And I was like, something's going on. That was a picture. And then they had a picture of a mic with the name Raven on it. And only Karen Huger's daughter spells her name in this certain way. And I was like, is Karen filming something else? Because filming has stopped for Potomac. I'm always digging. So come to find out, I was right, people. Karen is filming a special project for Bravo. Here, she's in front of a green screen with her daughter, Raven. No one can tell me I'm crazy now, okay? She is filming, people. She is the first housewife on Potomac to have her own special. And you know how these specials are. I don't know the details of what she's filming, but I know filming could turn into a spinoff. It could be a 7-episode something that they gave to Portia. I can't remember what they called it. Might have been called a docuseries, something like that. This, to me, I already liked her. She was my favorite housewife of all time. But she's a businesswoman. She's how to do it when you get older. She really is. She's just not sprouting off at the mouth all the time, cussing people out, making a name for herself for being a loudmouth. She knows how to do it with class. I love Karen Huger, and now she's got a spinoff. She's the first housewife to have her own filming project from Potomac.
Uh-huh.
Okay, not only that, remember she filmed a Christmas special. Remember we heard about that?
Uh-huh.
She's gone on Project Runway. Just look at all her accomplishments. This is why I really like her. She's been on HSN. She has that Essentials line, and she's launching a new launch at Bloomingdale's that her perfume's already at. It's called
Mm-hmm.
Ladon. Her perfume, I think, is called Ladon, and which smells really good. It really does. And she's doing candles and her home essential lines, stuff like
Right.
that, adding to her business. I mean, Karen Huger's how to do it. Now, don't forget, this is coming off of allegedly being broke, according to Giselle, which wasn't true at all. Remember, Ray had some business tax problems. They were
Mhm.
business tax
Right.
problems. But she's doing it for herself. She's being an independent, working mother, businesswoman. I like Karen a lot. I mean, people say what you want. You know how they start all these who likes who battles.
Right. Right.
But aside from all that, you cannot take away a couple things from her. Number one, she's a businesswoman.
Right.
And did she say she helped Ray pay his taxes or something like that? She's just
Yeah. Well, I mean,
an independent woman. She knows how to do it.
she's a hustler, but classy. Like when I said that she's a hustler, she's a hustler.
Like Lisa Rinna.
Well, no. Yeah. She's a hustler. I mean, she go out there and grind for her stuff. Now, people cannot like her for whatever reason. I love her, but she's a grinder and very business savvy. Okay, because anybody can just make a candle, put a wick in it.
Business savvy,
right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, and she's still capable because a lot of people that get too business savvy don't know how to throw shade back at you. She got a nice combination where she know how to handle the reality show. Because that show is hard for people. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's emotional, but she's grounded
enough.
She knows how to do it.
She knows how to do it in style. And I can't get over. Listen, this is 58. This is 58.
Damn.
Come on now. You got to give her credit where credit is due. I mean, my goodness. 58. You got to give it to her. I even like her and Ray. I like Ray.
Yeah, he's chill.
Asking the other day, was she scared because she got remarried on reality TV? And they said, usually that's a sign of a couple being doomed. And she said, no, she's not worried about it. I think they're going to make it too. It's just, sometimes people get, I don't know, just something about this couple I admire. That could be us, Perry. One day that could be us. So that's good news. Congratulations to the Grand Dame. And don't forget, I told you here first, people, because I just had a feeling someone right. I was like, why is it? And you guys were like, don't read too much into this, Sharrell. Do not read too much into this. So congratulations, Karen Huger, who is my favorite housewife now.
You're going to have some haters now, though.
Who, me?
No, no, you're not filming anything. So, I mean, but
Karen's talking about the cast might get jealous.
Oh, of course. No, I mean, that's all of them go. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
they might get. I mean, I don't even think that they'll get jealous of her because she's in a league of her own. Listen, Candace can't compare herself to Karen. Candace is young. Isn't she in her 20s, early 30s? I don't know.
That's in your mind, Sharrell. And Candace's mind, she can't. And it may not be the only one. I'm telling you.
Well, you know what?
Haters don't come out. Haters don't come out.
Competitive.
Haters don't come out until you start doing some good things.
And you're right. Those housewives are competitive because I was watching that Ultimate Girls Trip. Teresa Giudice was comparing the amount of followers she had on Instagram. I'm not making this up.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that? To
Ramona. But justifiably so. I mean, because Ramona acting like she's the queen, but she outdid her with numbers. So Ramona could just take her ass and shut the hell up.
Okay. Someone tells me that Candace is 34. Oh, that's Freddie. Thank you, Freddie. Still, you can't compare the two. It's just Candace has a whole lot of growing up and maturing to do. She just does. No shade, just truth.
If she grew up and didn't hate and just took notes. I mean, really, that's the simple part. Sit back, take notes, and it could be you. I mean, for real. She's a beautiful girl and could do it if she just needs to settle down a little bit.
The shade. Okay, so let's go to what Jen Shaw posted on her social media. Do you guys remember Meredith said that Jen Shaw was put on the red flag list at Louis Vuitton because she had spent a bunch of, she paid in cash. And that was a trigger and put up the warning sign. And then Jen Shaw came back and said that she was lying. And I thought, you can't lie about something like that. Either you're on the list or you're not. And then Jen Shaw said she was lying about taking the bag. This time, Louis Vuitton came forward. Okay. So this was posted first by Demois. This girl is killing the game. I think Freddie says she's French or something like this. But this is what she said. Last night on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, it was mentioned that Jen Shaw had been flagged red at Louis Vuitton for always paying in cash. First things first, we do not flag clients for paying in cash. Now, remember, you said, what's wrong with paying in cash? And I said, that's a red flag, period. You do not pay in cash. Because if it's dirty money, they don't want to be stuck with a bunch of dirty money. If it's not safe for to have that much cash in your store for robberies. But they said, yes, they take cash. We would lose half our business if we did. So that's false. Also, I looked up Jen's profile. It is not flagged. It's a completely normal account. Shame on Meredith for spreading fake lies. Woo! Then Demois goes on. But if you want to know which housewife is red at Louis Vuitton and isn't allowed to shop there, and of course, because it's a blind item. Maybe Meredith has mixed up her housewives. Jen Shaw posted this all over her social media saying, look, Meredith is lying on me. Do you think Meredith got it mixed up? Or I can't hear you. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
I'm sorry, my dog was I'm saying when you come out and say something definite like that, she wasn't confused. She just assumed when she could have heard rumors and just figured Jen was a crook. And I'm gonna throw it out there, but she didn't think nobody would go back and check.
Yeah, that's gotta be right. You gotta be right.
She's strange, and she's crooked too. In my mind, she's sneaky.
You don't like Meredith. You've been saying that since day one. Thank you,
You know, what's a red flag for me is anybody that walk in and talk out the side of their mouth. She just moved this side of her mouth when she talked. That's it. And then leave the husband. Want him to be gone, then want him to be back.
Oh, okay. So you never liked Meredith because of last year. Okay, I got you. Look at Val Perry. Sharrell, love the hair. Thank you, Val. Oh, and yours too, Perry.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I just got a perm last night. Just got a perm.
Oh, Freddie said it's allegedly Dorit that's banned from Louis Vuitton.
It can make sense.
Dorit? Let's talk about this next case really quick so I can bring up calls because I feel like talking about this today. So I tried to get permission to show the tape. I cannot. So there's an NFL football player. His name is Zac Stacy. I don't even have his picture up here. Got into a fight with his girlfriend. A violent fight. He beat her to a pulp. Let me find this picture. It took her 4 days to get a arrest warrant against him. So she started putting the pictures on her social media. And then when he seen this, he went on the run. They can't find him. There is a arrest warrant out for him. They want to charge him with criminal mischief and aggravated battery. He's looking to face up to 20 years. I cannot show you guys the tape, but I can show. I want you guys to listen to what happened. Just take a look at this, and then we'll talk. Hold on, let me do it like this.
Listen, you think that was okay? Listen, now I do not. Please. You thought thought that was okay, and then gonna ruin relationships and talking about I'm destructive? Listen, bitch.
Something like this, listen. Things are way different now. Back,
What you hear is cries from their 5-month-old baby. He did this in front of the child. You could hear him hitting her, and that clanking you hear is him slamming her up into a flat screen TV, slamming her on the floor, slamming her into the walls. This is a football player. Let me see if I can get a full picture of him.
Yeah, he's an ex-football player. Yeah, but yeah.
You heard of him, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was one of those guys. He had talent. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't pan out. He played for the Rams.
Let me pull this picture so people can see just how big this man is. It's disgusting. And so she came out and thanked everyone. I'll let you listen to that in a minute. But she's now saying that that his friends have been hiding him. We already know men are 30 times more stronger than women. Make it make sense.
You can't know with that. I mean, you can't.
I was talking to Diva earlier. We'll bring her up when I start taking phone calls. And she was saying, does this have anything to do? We don't know. We're not professionals with CTE.
Well, you know
what, Ray.
I'm saying,
you had Ray. Was it Ray Rice? Was his name?
Well, yeah. I mean, Ray. Well, I'm not sure. Talking about basically
in the elevator.
Junior Seau. Yeah, Seau. Right. I mean, but even with Ray Rice was the elevator guy.
Yeah.
That beat the lady on the elevator, right?
Uh-huh.
But what I'm saying is, yeah, CTE, they proved that it do exist, but just because you play football, not everybody have it. It might not make you act this way 24 hours a day.
Uh-huh.
And regardless of what he had, it just don't seem like, it seemed like to me, he was just mad because she destroyed the relationship or whatever. He felt like a loser. I mean, at a certain point, suck up the laws just as a man. You cannot grab a woman like that and do these things. Just walk out, wash your hands from it. I know it sounds simple, but it's just not worth all that. That just wasn't right. I mean, is that going to make her stay with you and act right? I mean, what kind of person, after you treat them like that, going to want to stay with you?
I know.
I mean, let's keep it real. So your option is just let it go, walk out, leave it alone.
She did come out and thank everyone for helping her. She helped herself by posting that on her social media. She posted pictures of the bruises. She posted the tape, and then it made it get out among the public because his friends were, he was gone. He was on the run and the police couldn't find him. She thinks that the friends are hiding him. I think eventually he will get caught. Shame on you, Zach. Shame on you. And you're saying, Perry, let me bring Diva up. CTE, no CTE.
Right. I mean, CTE don't give you the right to go and break the law. It don't give you the right to go and do what the hell you want to do. And then you can claim, cry under this statute, I got CTE. Because typically, that they said, I'm not a doctor, but that's not something that's known that you have until you pass away. So that people that might want to go, oh, you got CTE. Well, anybody can act like an asshole. Many couples get in arguments that never played football, is what I'm trying to say. So, I mean, for me, I don't know.
But Diva, we were talking earlier today. It might be a connection there. I know Perry's just disgusted by him putting his hands, this 200-something pound man on a woman in front of your child.
And threw her like a rag doll. Oh my God, he picked her up like she was a feather and just threw her. And the anger and the rage, I don't care what this situation is. Where's all this anger and rage coming from? And you just kept hitting her. And she said that she complained to the cops before. And if it wasn't for this video, they were ignoring her. And I think they were ignoring her because he was an ex-football player and because probably they loved him because you know how people love these sports people.
Yeah.
They were ignoring her. And until this video, so she saved herself. Thank God.
You say
And
just by doing that, posting it, when you post something on social media, it goes like that.
it goes like that. She saved herself. So the reason why I'm not saying necessarily CTE. I'm thinking them hitting their head. Nobody is really equipped to have all of these hits to the body, to the head like that for these football players. It seems like a trend. It's the Ray Rice. He knocked that girl out in the elevator, and then she married him afterwards. And then there's another guy, and he's recent. His name is Delvin Cook. He's a Minnesota Vikings. His girlfriend is suing him, and she said that he beat her behind for 3 years straight. And she has pictures. If you pull it up, Sharrell, she has pictures where she's bloody, and then he came and did. Oh, you can't show it. He came and did a statement and said that, oh, it'll come out soon. I'm the one that was being abused or whatever the case may be. But she has all of these pictures. And I'm like, what is going on with these football players that one after the other is in these violent situations where I feel like they're just snapping off the littlest thing? I mean, we can go all the way back, whether we agree or disagree, but before OJ was accused of that whole situation, he was accused of some, touching of the hands on his wife. So it's like, where are these football players? It seems like a trend. And when I looked it up, it's a slew of them. It's a list of
what is she might be right, Perry. We don't know.
No. I'm not saying she's wrong, but like I just said, from my knowledge of CTE, it's not something they diagnose with you until after you passed away. But let's not forget, people, and the simple thing is this. It's assholes on every corner, whether they play soccer, baseball, or anything, right?
Right.
It's happening in trailer park. People slamming somebody right now, right? But the part I think we overlook oftentimes, we try to find, well, this person, from my eye, I thought he was this person. You never knew that person. And these people go through college, get privileges the other kids in college don't get. Mm-hmm. They come out and absorb the fame so much, they think they're above the law. Some of them have riches, and they know the girl probably wouldn't have been attracted to them if they didn't have this money. But when that person do them wrong, I think a lot of them get angry because, look, after everything I done did for you, and you're going to do this to me, I think it more comes from that side. That's why
I was thinking it's the hitting of the head too much. Remember that other football player where the girl got pregnant? He didn't want her to have the baby.
Ray Carew?
Ray Carew. Right. It's like the list of these football players in my mind going wild.
I see what you're saying. Hold on, I missed a couple super chats. Mm-hmm. MC said, if it's CTE, show me. Maybe no. Another one.
I wasn't saying it was necessarily CTE. I'm saying maybe all of this knocking up against the head, this impact, your body cannot really take that, and your brain just shaking in your head like that. I don't think these helmets are protecting them enough. I'm not saying that, for sure, but I'm saying it seems to be a trend with these NFL players.
Let me tell you what you're saying. You're saying, let's get better, more safety rules for our football players, so that won't even be considered.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying I get that, right? But I think in order to really stop that is stop giving them so many privileges, like going through college, getting a degree with not doing homework, right? Just getting pushed through the system.
You feel that this could be brought on by a sense of entitlement?
Right. Privilege. Like I said, that's the whole thing I'm telling you. I'm saying neither one of us on the panel know. But I'm saying we can't overlook the obvious things. These people feel like they're above everybody. You know what I'm saying? They get this opportunity. I'm a professional player. I make all this money. And whether you're a professional player or not, if you're going to make a lot of money, people act the same way at that point.
Right. I was just saying that, there's the baseball players, there's the basketball players. They have a lot of money and privilege too. It just seems like there's a massive trend of the NFL players that have these situations. I'm not saying that other sports, they don't, But I'm saying it's a long laundry list of the football players that seem to have these situations. And like I said, that Delvin Cook, he's a recent one. The pictures of that girlfriend is horrific. And the team was decided, and this is the privilege they give them, and this is what you're talking about, Perry. The team was decided, oh, should we or not let him play on that Friday when he was accused? I'm like, you see these pictures, so you know something happened. Make him sit down, but they didn't want to take him away from the game. And I think this one right here, he would have never got in trouble if she didn't have that video.
Yeah. Yeah, she
you know,
said
MC got this good thing, and that's what I was going to bring up.
Go ahead, read it, Perry.
And she said, I said, show me the men that are beaten if CTE, right? I think what this person saying, my thought was, if I had CTE and I'm going to explode, whether I'm in a men's locker room or a ladies' locker room. It's mostly coming out to be against the women. Why aren't they having these episodes with another guy who might have CTE? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It's not happening that way.
Yeah.
And guys that have beaten women for years and years never would go and do that to a guy. Most of them. It's always typically they'll stay with that genre because they feel like they got the power. That's what I think. And like I said, we don't know. And like you said, yeah, CTE could be a factor somewhere. But watching this video, it's not like something tripped him here or there. He was really rational. He beat her because she destroyed a relationship. So his thinking process, it wasn't like she was a ghost or something, or she's somebody who frightened him at the time coming through a back window. No, it didn't trigger that. He was upset about the relationship. And for a man that had the money and went through all that stuff he had, he wasn't never, millions and millions. But he made enough money. Now, you see the apartment they was in? I think frustrations come when you no longer popular no more. And this person that was with you for that, now she could be creeping or whatever, but that's still no reason for you to put your hands on this person.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
if you guys missed this video, go to TMZ. It's everywhere. I'm sure it's on social media. It was on Twitter. I know that for sure. Go look at it. And this is why I had to talk about it today. It was so disturbing. I can't get it out of my mind. He just beat her senseless. Okay, before I start taking calls, I wanted to ask you, Diva, about Jen Shah. Oh, this is another thing I want to talk about, Jen Shah. They're doing a same documentary on her Hulu that they did for Erica Jane. So, and I seen the trailer today, and Ronald Richards is in it. Ronald Richards is coming on the show tomorrow. He was supposed to come today. He rescheduled, and we're going to ask him about this.
Do you believe that email is true? I mean, I know no reputable store that's going to send an email to a random person about one of their other customers. And especially stores like that, they're not telling you about
we are dealing with criminals.
I mean, I can't see that happening. If anything, if she herself would have sent it to them, and maybe they responded to her and said, no, we don't have you, red flag. I don't know what you're talking about. I could get with that. But somebody, like, how I'm going to send a store, do you know Sharrell? If you red flag.
You know what, Diva? You brought me back. You are right. Like, Jen Shah acts like she didn't do anything wrong. Everybody's lying. She's the only one that's right. And she came back to filming. She's acting like nothing is wrong here. She's not taking responsibility for anything.
I know we all think Jen is psycho and a criminal. I feel the same way. But not all psychos and criminals lie all the time. Because I understand what Diva's saying. It could be possibly true. Who would just tell you this? Well, who would have just told Meridith that she was flagged unless Jen told her?
Nah, Perry, no.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, how would she know she was flagged from it? No, you don't think so? I don't know. Maybe I'm being biased because I don't trust Meridith. I don't trust her neither.
Let me read this from Mimi. And that woman has been hit by him before. She was having a whole conversation with him in the midst of it. No screaming or real fear at all. Scary. That video.
I thought she was scared. I thought she was trying to like talk to him. Yeah, I thought she was trying to talk to him to like calm him down and be like,
Yeah.
"Yo, like stop hitting me," especially because the baby was there. And
I
I
hope
mean,
they
even when
find
she was
him.
back on the floor, I felt like she was trying to say, like, you know, calm down. And he was relentless.
He was chilling.
Yeah, he was.
Also, too, what are your thoughts on Karen Huger getting her own, filming
Oh,
her
I
own?
love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it when they get these opportunities in the spinoff. But remember, she's not really the first one because Giselle got that chat room with her, Portia, and the Bravo chat room with her, Portia. I mean, it's not a spinoff, but it's a show. You know, she getting paid.
Yeah. Do
But
you just like to see them excel?
I like to see them excel. And then I like the Grand Dame, and it's going to be interesting because at first I was like, what's going on with her and her daughter? Because remember, the daughter didn't make the wedding vow renewal. So it's nice to see that, you know, they're doing a spinoff. So the daughter probably really was sick, and that's why she didn't make the vow renewal.
Yeah. Let's start taking calls. Hey, Nina, how are you?
Hey, Nina.
Hey, y'all. Hey, how y'all doing?
What do you want to talk about first? We could talk about Karen Huger. We could talk about Jen Shaw, who Diva just made a great point about. Or do you want to talk about this guy, Zac?
Well, first off, I want to say Karen looks absolutely amazing.
Amazing.
At 58. She is beautiful. She was beautiful before I seen that picture, but it's something about that, you know. But no, I want to talk about this food. Now, I've seen the video. It's been plastered all over all social media. You know, yeah, he I don't know. CTE, I think they have to do a whole lot of some things have to happen to the players, like the memory loss and all this old stuff. He hit her because he wanted to hit her. This was not his first time hitting her. I am a survivor of domestic violence. His anger and his rage, you know, it went to a whole nother level, and he picked up and threw her as if she was a piece of tissue. And she was calm and collective, I believe, too, was because she know that it was about to happen. She know that he has done this before. Yes, she was. I'm with Gray Hair Diva. Yeah, she was trying to talk him down, and then for him, the baby is screaming. Like this is not the first time that baby has heard this man hit his mama, hit her mama. You know, no. And she's calm doing this all. He's still, oh my God. And then he has the audacity to walk out and say, "But I love you." Who was he saying that to, the baby? Or was he telling her that? Either way,
I thought he was talking to her.
I thought he was talking to her too. But I'm just saying, I couldn't hear the name that he said because he said a name. But yeah, the people that's hiding him, shame on you. Shame on you, because he an ex-football player for a reason. He, like Perry, he wasn't in the NFL long. He wasn't in the NFL long. He probably made $2 or $3 million. He was not a starter. You know,
I can't think of the tape. I can't think of it. Let me read the super chat. I heard Karen and Giselle are going to be on the All Stars 3 with Nene. What? Nene, Kim Z, Dolores, and Dina from New Jersey. Alexis and Shannon from the OC. This would be a dream come true. I have not heard it, but that cast right there would be good. Kim Zolciak and Nene.
They were seen doing something together.
Well, they were seen together.
Yeah, they were seen together.
Who was seen together?
Yeah, they were seen hugging.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they were seen together.
Yeah, they made up they was at some event.
Yeah, they was at the event she had in Atlanta. She was the head speaker. It was something entrepreneur diva, something. But Nene was the head speaker, and Kim Zolciak was one of the ladies that spoke too.
Karen and Giselle, that right there is good because they know how to fight, but then come back at the end. Kim and Nene, Dolores and Dina. This would be good. And Shannon.
Dina won't come. I don't think Dina was only there one season. She won't come.
Yeah.
Kim and
Nene made up at the beginning of the year. Yeah, I know they made up, but if they could be on a show together, that would be. Let me start bringing it. Oh, Can I see your face, First Lady, before I pull you up? Thank you. You can go back now.
First Lady.
Okay. Did you hear about this, First Lady?
Yes, I did see it earlier today when I was on the Peach Report Daily. I had seen it.
That would be so good. What did you want to sound off on today?
I just want to talk about the guy. I just think that it's really messed up what he did, and it's just not football players doing that. It's just messed up dudes, period.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets caught, when he gets caught, because you can't hide forever, I think. When he gets caught, he's going to be facing jail time, and they said up to 20 years. Now let's see who he beats up when he's in prison. He's going to want to back down to feel like the victim.
But he may be able to try to get off with it, but because he might try to play crazy. That's what they do.
Well,
like no white guy. What was that?
The Aaron guy, I think that was his name.
The
Hernandez.
white guy that got off.
Yeah.
Was beating his girlfriend, and she was a black girl too.
Aaron Hernandez.
I think he got off. I thought he died in prison or something.
He killed himself.
He killed himself. Yeah.
Hernandez didn't beat a woman though. He wasn't beating his girlfriend. He killed this guy. That's
thugging.
what Aaron Hernandez did. He killed the guy. He wasn't doing it. Wasn't domestic violence whatsoever with him.
Right.
He just was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Now it was this white guy that beat his girlfriend here about right before the pandemic. He's a football player, and she was a black girl, and he got off on that. He flipped. You know, he had a moment of insanity, and he got off. Yeah.
That's crazy. Let me start bringing up more people.
And the last thing I just wanted to say is I don't know if you've seen Portia clap back at what happened on Watch What Happens Live with the little spin-off show. I guess only Cynthia and Kyle was like that Portia is an all-star, and the rest of them voted that she's not. And she was like, she was the one who was originally asked to do it, but her and Giselle didn't come because of the pandemic issue. So that was just a little shade for Kenya and the rest of Ramona.
Yeah.
But did you see the All Stars? I mean, what's it called? Ultimate Girls Trip. Did you see it, First Lady?
Yeah, I did. But to be honest, it's not really catching my attention.
You don't like it?
I'm not interested. I can't focus on it. Like I can't stay tuned in for real.
What? What's wrong with you? It's good.
I thought Peacock was free. I'm not doing another subscription to watch them.
That's why
if Portia them or somebody else was on it, but it's just kind of boring for me. Like it's starting off slow for me. I mean, the best episode was when Cynthia was getting on Kenya, but the rest of it is just like I don't know. It's like it's planned. Like they just making up stuff to try to get our attention.
Wow.
Anyway, thank you for calling in. I appreciate the call.
Thanks, First Lady.
Thank you.
No problem. Y'all have a good night.
You too. I'm gonna bring in more people tonight. Let's see. Hi, Corey.
Hey,
Corey.
Hey,
wow.
Hey.
That's a good picture.
Thank you.
Hey, Corey.
Where are you going?
Nowhere.
Okay. What did you want to sound off on?
Ooh, this football player. Ooh. It got my PTSD going. Oof.
Did you see the video, Corey?
No, just the audio was enough.
Yeah,
to take me back. Oof.
It's so bad I can't show the video. But what you heard when you heard that's him slamming her. Did you see it even against a flat screen TV? Did you see that?
Ooh, no.
TV falling down.
No.
Fell down on top of her
around like she didn't weigh anything. It was just hard to watch.
Sad.
It is, but you know what? For someone who I think First Lady brought up Hernandez, he did have CTE. They opened his brain up. Oh, thank you, Mod 33. And he did have CTE. Hernandez did, but that's like doing Pop Warner at 4 all the way up till now. That's a lot of jostling of the head.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's why I made sure
He-
Brendan did not play football.
Go ahead. Would you say,
Aaron
Nina?
may have had CT. Aaron may have had CTE, but he wasn't a part of domestic violence. Is what the part I'm saying. Because he did play football all his life. He really did. So he could have had that, but he went out on a killing spree. That's what he did.
Yeah. My thing is the NBA, not the NBA, the NFL does not do what the NBA does. They make them go through these classes when they first get in the league. They teach them what not to do, what to do, how to dress, how to do your money, all of that. The NFL just like, go on out there and run, dance for me, dance. And that's it. Mm-hmm. It's like their owners don't care about them.
They don't. Look at Kaepernick. Look at the Kaepernick movie on Netflix. You'll change your mind about that. That Kaepernick, it's he sends you all the way, tells you everything that they have to go through, the scrutiny before becoming the NFL player.
Yeah, but they don't do their education like the NBA does. The NBA educates their players, so when they leave the NBA, they're more equipped to handle the transition from playing to retirement. When those NFL players go back to retirement and there's no money coming in, that's when their mind flips. It's like they can't remember how they was poor or something.
But he might claim that CTE. But what about us as women that have been through domestic violence for long periods of time? What are we claiming?
Hey.
Don't go back to somebody that beat you.
PTSD. That's what we claim.
That's it. PTSD. That's it. PTSD. Yeah.
Hi, Freddie. What did you want to sound off on tonight?
Hey, everyone. Hey. What did I want to sound off? The football player, absolute disgrace. I agree with Perry on that. I think there is a lot of entitlement. A lot of these guys aren't even smart enough to go to the college, university they go to. They get in on a scholarship because they're great at it. And they sort of do get away with not doing the necessary homework and assignments and things like that. And they're used to people telling them they're so great and fantastic all the time. They have this entitlement and they think they can treat people how they want. So yeah, this Zac guy, I do believe he's going to get caught incredibly soon.
My son was an all-state football player that was being recruited by a lot of colleges. He got out of it because he got hurt. How old was he, Perry? 18, something like that?
19.
Knowing what I know now, I would have avoided football like it was the plague. It's not worth it. By the time these boys get to high school, they've already been playing 10 years because they start at 5 years old. It's terrible. It's 5 years. Yeah, they started at 5. My son started playing football at 5. Perry was, remember Perry, the day he was born, you took him home in a football outfit?
Right. No, you know what though? And I'm not here to discredit football all around. I mean,
it's violent, Perry.
Football, I know that it's violent, but so is hanging out in front of 7-Eleven at the wrong time.
True.
Okay. True. And life is what I'm trying to say is, and hanging out in front of 7-Eleven don't bring you too much. But football, as you growing up,
admit, it takes a beating on your body.
No. I get that. I get that part. But I got you.
It's bad. Yeah. It's like playing what do we call it in England? Rugby. That's dangerous.
Rugby really.
Is that the one with the stick? That's the one with the stick, right?
No,
that's the one that looks most like our football.
Much more painful.
You talking about croquet?
Anyway, I cut you off, Freddie. What else were you going to sound off on?
The other thing is that I'll go on to Meridith. I've always found her really annoying. In fact, how she's desperate to make her son famous, and she just talks on the side of her mouth, and she's like, "Wow, Jen."
Yeah, I cannot take it. You know what, Freddie? I get
Upper
angry.
West Side stuff. That's the Upper East Side mess.
Now, Freddie, you said you did retail. I did retail a lot too. Would you ever give out someone else's information, especially in an email? Would you confirm that?
Well, I've worked not for Louis Vuitton, but some big fashion houses under that umbrella through the agency I work for. And whilst, yes, we can see on the computers if someone is banned and what they've bought throughout the year, and because some brands limit you to buying only a certain amount from a certain line from that brand, you're absolutely not allowed to share that information.
Oh my God, Diva, you were right. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
And I mean, the other thing is that I actually heard that Dorit was allegedly the one banned from Louis Vuitton. I think I've said this before. She was known to go in to buy stuff, wear it with the labels on, and then return it.
Yep.
Oh my
God, it was you, Freddie. He said it on your show, Sharrell.
No, not if she gonna be on camera. She can't do it, Bren. Oh. Sorry, guys. Brendan asked the question. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't know that. Wow, Freddie. Wow.
My bad.
Yeah, I mean, and Meridith, I mean, she's just lying. She wants to be sort of one of the sort of big, like Kyle's family and stuff. She wants all the attention and the fame. And that son, I mean, he's desperate. I mean, go to college, make some friends, stop hanging out with your mum all the time. I mean, it's just really annoying and desperate. That'd be my advice.
But wasn't she already famous though, Freddie? For her little shot in Aspen?
I mean, she did. Well, she wasn't famous. I mean, her jewelry brand, she'd sold jewelry to people like Kyle Richards and Caroline Stanbury before, but it's not like she was really well known. And then with the Jen Shah stuff, so what I'm hearing is that Stuart Smith, who's Jen's second assistant, who's sort of in the whole frauding
partner in crime, isn't it?
elderly people, is that he may be appearing in court for tomorrow to change his plea. We don't have any confirmation of that, but it is very possible we can do it.
Change his plea. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Change his story? What does that mean?
Well, he's been sort of ratting Jen in and sort of dobbing her in, but nothing has officially happened. So the word on the street is that tomorrow could well be the day that Stuart Smith will be changing his plea, so changing his account of what's happened. And his benefit for that means he's probably been told by his lawyer that he's going to be spending a lot of time in prison. So he thinks if he dobs snitches on Jen, then
is it possible, Freddie, change the plea as in turning his back on Jen?
Yeah.
So he took a deal.
Possibly. I mean, he hasn't done this plea. I mean, but tomorrow we will see if he does change it.
Oh, see if he took the deal.
Yeah,
see if he took the plea deal.
Well, we'll have to wait and see till tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh wow. Hi, Amused. How are you? What did you want to sound off on today? That's crazy.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing, Amused?
Are you from England?
Yeah, I am. Hi, Freddie.
Okay.
How are you? My neighbor.
Hey, Amused.
Hi, Tori. Hi, Diva. I wanted to speak about the ventriloquist and her son.
Meredith.
She is.
That is messed up.
Dangerous. That woman is very dangerous. I wouldn't trust her at all. She gives me the vibes of crime serial killer documentary. Her and her son. Like there's something very dark about her. She tries to come across like she's nice and friendly, doesn't like confrontation, but appears to be very calculated and work behind the scenes. That's the feeling I get from her anyway.
No, I get you. Me too.
I
It's
agree.
almost like
Mafia,
on that show, Woman Scorn. or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bunny
Definitely,
boiler.
yeah.
That's what she is.
Yeah,
A bunny boiler.
literally, yeah.
Fatal Attraction.
And and I forgot what the other thing I wanted to speak about now. What did you speak about again?
Karen Huger getting her own.
Yeah. Well, I mean, good luck to her. Sorry.
I say the same thing, Amused. I say the same thing.
Hold on a second. Dorit, can you show me your face really quick?
Oh, is Dorit?
I tried to be positive.
No, Dorit. Okay, now you can go back on.
It's the Grand Dame.
No, it's Dorit's black.
Wow, yeah. I mean, she's entertaining. She's entertaining, but I wouldn't. Sharrell, I know she's one of your favorites, but I really question your favorites.
She might be saggy like Giselle from the back.
Yeah.
Karen might be saggy like Giselle from the back. You only see in the front of the picture, Sharrell. Only the front of the picture.
Well, you know what? I mean, even at her age,
Karen looks good. Karen looks very good. Yeah, she looks very good for her.
We can't hate on her now just because we might not like her, Corey.
But Giselle is a mess. I mean, what does the back look like? The wardrobe's a mess.
Okay, Dorit, what did you want to sound off on today?
Oh, I just wanted to say I think you look really beautiful today.
Thank you.
And you're very welcome. And I do have to sign off on that footballer and that girl. I agree with what I think Perry and Gray Hair Diva said about, CTE. But what I'm going to say is like there's a really widespread epidemic, especially in America, where like there's so much domestic abuse against women. Yeah. And it's really an epidemic. So like this, like I'm watching this and it's vicious and it's nasty, but like this doesn't even surprise me. Like you guys, like everybody knows so many people that go through this kind of stuff. And you don't know
somebody who goes through this?
I know people, I'm not going to say the words because I know you guys have certain words that you don't like to use, but like I know people who go through so much stuff and there's like, it just seems like it doesn't seem like it is an epidemic of women. Like women are not being protected, women are being attacked. Like men have like this weird entitlement towards women. And I'm like, I even researched what was going on, and they said it was an ex-girlfriend. So he came to the ex-girlfriend's house and he did this. I watched the video. I've seen it about twice. He hits her. He slams her against the TV. The flat screen falls on top of her. He picks her up and then he throws her down again on she kind of ends up in the baby's like bounty thingy. And I think he says, "I love you" to the child at the end. But the audacity, the fact that he had the balls to even do this and he did it in front of his child. And listen to what she says. I'm going to tell you this. She says she went to the police and they didn't do anything. Do you know how many times that happens? And it happens to a lot of Black women. They don't take you seriously. And the only time they care is when you end up DEAD. And it's not right. That's the only time. And I'm telling you, because I really advocate for women. And I believe, especially as a woman of color, we need to be protected. So like this type of behavior needs to be punished. Like there needs to be some serious punishable action. And I feel like if the laws were stricter against domestic violence and attacks on women, we would not even have this issue. Like you're right. Think about it. Yeah, it's sick. It's very sickening. It's sad. I feel like if you notice how Biden passed that violence against the Asian community once they were getting attacked because of the COVID pandemic and everything, if they would have passed stuff like that against women, I feel like it would be a significant, not as much as a reduction, but now that there's going to be actionable offensives instead of you going and saying to the police, "Oh, he's done this, he's done that," and they don't take you seriously. And I'm going to tell you this too. When you go to the police have been very lazy. They do not want to do their job. And I've seen it happen on more than one occasion. So it's like we really need more punishable laws. Like nothing surprised me in the video. It's disgusting. It's disturbing. But as a community,
did you see the video?
To come together. Of course I saw. I saw it twice. I think I saw it more than twice because the first time you see it, the way he hits her, like he hits her, like she's standing up and he hits her with an open palm at the back of her head and the neck. And I was like, you are nobody's mama to be hitting anybody like that. And it's just the most insane vicious, nasty thing. To be honest, I'm gonna tell you, Sharrell, if it, God forbid that would have happened to me and it would have been him, he wasn't making out of that apartment alive. I'm gonna tell
I don't
you
know.
that
He's
point blank.
very muscular. He's a football
He
player.
is a big guy.
I understand, but that's not the first time he's attacked her like that. Because notice she has the cameras up and at an angle. At an angle.
Yeah, but she has to think of that baby. Have you ever been in that position?
Me? No, I've never been
I
in.
have.
Yes.
I have, and you think you would, but you don't. And the Republicans dashed down the reignition of the what is it, Violence Against Women's Act. They did that along with the George Floyd bill, along with the anti-lynching bill and the voting bill. They dashed it all down. So it was brought up to the floor, and they dashed it.
They dashed it because they do it.
Oh, she's fading in and out.
Oh,
because they do to their wives. Can you hear me?
Black friend.
Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
You're fading in and out.
I accidentally touched another app. What I was saying is they probably dashed it because they go home and do it to their wives.
It's sad. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate your call.
Oh, look at Gabor.
Bye.
Bye.
Corey.
Bye. Thanks for calling in.
Let's talk about Candace now.
Hey, Gabor.
I do think that the police also, I used to have a friend that worked in the police, and some years back he said the most calls they get is for DV, you know. Yeah.
Right.
And they just can't do much with it, really, to be fair.
I just got lucky. My mom was connected with police because my grandfather was a retired lieutenant colonel. So I got lucky. And I count
and then
my
also
blessings every day.
The pandemic has actually made it rise. So I can't imagine if they were already stretched. They really don't do anything.
Like they was protecting him because he was a football player, and they kind of threw him in the area of Florida, and they was protecting him. And it wasn't. That's why she had to save herself, and I think that's why she put those cameras up and put it out. Because, from my understanding, she spoke to them more than once, and I want to say she tried to get a restraining order too. I was reading it. I have to read it some more, but she went to the cops more than once.
I think that's true. I think it's just hard for them to actually get it to court. The police can only do so much, but it never gets to court to get a restraining order and stuff. But what she did was the best thing by filming it and putting it out there. And I think you're right, Diva, when they're a celebrity or someone that people look up to, sports people and so on, there's always that element of being protected. But not for the average, show.
Definitely.
I can't get that video out of my mind. It was disgusting.
I wish I hadn't seen it. It was very disturbing.
Yeah, it was very disturbing. Anyway, Muse, what part of England are you calling from?
Oh, London.
Oh, all right. Anyway, thank you for calling in. I appreciate the call. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Muse.
See you.
Any last words? You got a big interview tomorrow?
I know. I'm preparing my questions and things like that.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something about Karen Hooger. Absolutely love her. One of my favorites. In my opinion, Karen Hooger is the perfect type of Black person the Real Housewives of New York need to be putting on next season. You know, she's fun. She's got businesses. She's got the wealth. And this is a prime example of what New York need for that show. The other thing with All Stars season 3, I do hear that they're casting for that. I did hear that. I did hear the list of what was mentioned by the person who did the super chat.
Did you? So you heard about Nene and Kim Zolciak?
I did, but I haven't seen it on any websites. But I've heard that they are definitely looking at having Lisa Vanderpump, Karen Hoover.
Oh my God, are you serious?
What I'm hearing about Lisa Vanderpump is she is wanting a pretty big paycheck So there are.
I believe that too. For some reason, I believe it, but oh god,
I don't blame her.
Kenny, I was just getting ready to wrap up really quickly.
I know I've been having internet trouble. They're out here working on our internet lines for some apparent reason. It decided to want to go out. But if I drop, let me go ahead and get this out the way. That video was disgusting. It was horrible. As you was talking about it, I was sitting here watching it, and I'm sitting here like this. He cannot be. He needs to be in jail. He should not even be walking free.
Yeah.
When I saw what he did to that woman, nobody deserves that. No matter if she did something to him, she did not deserve that. Nobody, not even a dog. I ain't never seen anybody ever been treated that way before. And that's just disgusting.
It might be worse than is it Ray Rice, Perry? What's the name? Mm-hmm. The one that knocked the girl unconscious. That might have been worse than that.
Yeah, I think it was.
I mean, it was just horrible. And I'm just sitting here like, I don't really want to dawn on that too much. But what I want to ask you, Sharrell, are y'all going to watch the Janet Jackson special tomorrow?
No,
I can't wait.
I care about her name.
I can't wait.
I was gonna review.
Are you gonna watch? Who cares about her nipples?
I want to know what happened because they said it was a malfunction. It was
I want to know why Les Moonves has a hard on for her and why he wants to just douse her career. That's what I want to know. If that's in it, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, me too.
Les Moonves hates her.
Yeah.
With a passion.
I want to know why.
He still wants to destroy her.
And for what?
Well, because it doesn't make any sense. It was a decade ago. It is what it is. Why are we a whole documentary about it? No.
It's more interesting than Luann's awful singing.
What?
Well,
it's more interesting than Luann de Lesseps' awful.
Thank you, Freddie.
But you know what, Sharrell, there is another documentary produced by Janet coming out in January. So it's trying to probably about herself.
It's not a nipple.
No, it's not about her nipples. It's about her life. She said she'd rather tell her story while she still can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that comes on Lifetime in January.
I will be watching.
Me too.
All right, guys, I'm wrapping up early today. Thank you so much.
Oh, Brendan said, "Whoa."
About Brendan, you said, "What's up?"
He said, "You look good, Auntie." You look beautiful.
Every time I come on, I can't always say it because every time I look at her, she looks good. But she knows I always say
exactly.
Regardless.
I tell you,
that's the person on here.
You're doing the right thing. I don't need you coming on here every day talking about how good she looks.
She the best one in these YouTube streets.
Yeah.
Y'all so sweet. Thank you so much. Me and Freddie have a big day tomorrow because first of all, did you see, Freddie, that Ronald Richards is in the Jen Shaw documentary?
Yes, he is. So we're going to be asking him all about that, the Erica stuff.
Yeah,
I think although he's not on the case, I think he's still been in court for that. So we're going to be able to ask him about that. It's going.
When is that airing, Freddie?
Yeah.
Sorry?
When is the documentary airing? Do you know?
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm afraid.
What platform is
it's soon.
I think it's on Hulu.
In Hulu.
I will be watching the video.
Yeah.
And I got confirmation.
You need to come on and talk about that because I will be waiting. We need to talk about Jen ass because I'm so sick of her.
What'd you say, Freddie?
And I got confirmation from Ronald Richards that we will be doing it at 2:30 p.m.
Okay, good.
So,
all right, so we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Freddie, for calling in with all of
Thanks, Freddie.
Thanks,
Corey.
I appreciate it.
Bye, Diva. Bye, Panila.
Bye.
Wow. Bye, Corey. So that was a good video. I'm going to end it by saying that was so disturbing. I really hope they catch Zac. Whatever his problem is, I don't care. He could have hurt that woman.
He did hurt her.
He could have.
He damn so tried. It didn't make sense.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
All right, I wanted to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, and you do, so I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I wanted to congratulate Karen Huger, my favorite housewife. There you go. As far as Jen Shaw, I'm watching that documentary. Jen Shaw is giving me signs of being the most cunning housewife. Because she can lie with a straight face. I agree with you, Diva. You can't just call a store and say who's on your red flag list.
I think she used to be a stripper.
Wow. I agree.
No, I mean, she get that stripper mentality.
She can lie with a straight face, and she manipulates, and she's cunning, and she plans things out. I'm done with Jen Shaw, people, but I will be watching the documentary. All right, you guys. On 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys. Bye,